Why is compliance so expensive? It feels like every time you turn around, there's another audit, another regulation, and another service you have to buy to stay in the game. The truth is, a lot of companies fall into the trap of doing compliance by the book without really thinking about it, and that's what drives up the costs. You get these sprawling compliance processes, a ton of manual work, scattered systems, and then all these consultants coming in to help you manage it. Before you know it, you're drowning in costs that aren't even moving the needle. Centralization is where the solution to this problem starts. If you've got 10 different systems running your compliance program, you're paying 10 times more than you need to. Centralized systems don't just pull everything together, they create one cohesive, streamlined process that works across your entire organization. One place for risk assessments, policy management, audits, and reports. That's how you save time, reduce errors, and avoid the mistakes that come with using disconnected systems. One of the most common mistakes I see is companies trying to implement every control from every framework, thinking that they need to do it all to stay compliant. But the truth is, you don't need to do it all. You need to be strategic. Focus on the controls that actually make sense for your business. The more you narrow it down, the easier compliance becomes, and the cheaper it gets. You don't need the same controls for a small startup as you would for a global enterprise. Instead, invest in the right tools that match your needs and risk profile. When it comes to automation, there's a common misconception that everything should be automated. But I see things a little different. Don't automate everything. Some tasks still need human judgment. The key is to automate the mundane tasks that don't require much brainpower, like document tracking, reminders, and routine checks. The things that are repetitive and time-consuming. But when it comes to higher-level decisions, like risk assessments or strategic planning, that's where human expertise is crucial. The best part is that by automating the routine stuff, you free up your team to focus on the higher-value tasks that drive results. A major way to reduce costs is by stopping the constant reinvention of the wheel. Compliance is unique to every organization, but others have been through it before. Learn from their experiences. Look at what's worked for other companies. There's a wealth of knowledge in online communities and forums where people share real-world insights. You'd be amazed at how much you can save just by tapping into the experiences of those who've already navigated the compliance landscape. Now let's talk about vendor costs. If you're still working with multiple vendors for different parts of your compliance needs, chances are you're paying more than necessary. Vendor consolidation can make a big difference here. If you're already paying for a risk management tool, make sure it covers as many of your compliance needs as possible. Consolidating tools reduces both your software costs and the admin time spent managing all those different vendors. At the end of the day, reducing compliance costs while staying compliant doesn't require cutting corners or sacrificing quality. It's about working smarter, not harder. Use AI-powered automation for the repetitive tasks, centralize your processes, focus on the controls that matter most, and learn from others. Simplify your compliance program by getting rid of redundant tools and controls that don't add value.